started right at 7:31. I missed it. Sorry. I saw Jerry looking at his watch and then, okay, here we go. All right, well, welcome everyone to our regular council meeting of August 6th, 2024. Before we call to order the regular meeting, we're going to take care of some business. We had a special meeting prior to this meeting, and I'm going to ask our city attorney to report out on that meeting.
Thank you, Mr. Mayor. Yes, the council met at 6:30 in closed session. Council members Mann and Sternquist joined the closed session at 6:35 after it began at 6:33. The purpose was a city manager performance evaluation. The council discussed the item. No reportable action was taken, and the council adjourned at 7:23. Thank you very much, sir.
Thank you. And with that, I will adjourn the special meeting. So now we are ready to move on to our regular meeting agenda. I will ask the city clerk for a roll call, please.
Thank you, Mayor. Councilmember Chen.
Here.
Councilmember Mann.
Here.
Councilmember Sternquist.
Here.
Mayor Pro Tem Yu.
Here.
Mayor Chavez.
Here. And we will begin with our invocation tonight. Pleased to welcome Jerry Jambazian, who we all know is the owner of Wonder Cleaners and Draperies located at 9136 Las Tunas Drive, who will be providing tonight's invocation. And please remain standing after the invocation for our Pledge of Allegiance. So everybody will please stand.
Thank you, Mayor, council members. Let's pray, give thanks. Dear Heavenly Father, we come to you tonight to ask for your wisdom and guidance for the council meeting set before us tonight. I pray that you would impart your wisdom and patience upon each council member on the dais for the agenda set before them. Your word instructs us to pray for those in authority over us. We pray for our country, our county, our state, our federal officials, that they would make decisions that would benefit all citizens. We are reminded that all the good things for us always happen at the local level. Lord, I know all our city council members and support staff. I would think their number one priority is public safety. We see that every day displayed through our sheriff's dedicated team, our firefighters, and our public safety team, including CERT members. We look forward to National Night Out tomorrow night as we celebrate with neighbors around us. Father, with this current heat wave, we pray for the most vulnerable, our seniors and young children. Thanks to our city for providing the cooling center at Live Oak Park. Lord, I pray for our 4 young ambassadors that will be returning on Thursday from our sister city in Hawkesbury, Australia. Give them safety and journey mercies. We live in difficult times now with threat of wars, inflation, national elections, violence, crime, and homelessness. Our world, especially our young people, are desperately looking for a hero. You don't have to look any further than in this room with Larry Stevens, our World War II hero. Larry flew 35 dangerous missions over 80 years ago as a tail gunner scrunched on a bicycle seat in the rear of a B-17. Thank you, Lord, for Larry Stevens' service to our country and for keeping him safe. We ask all of this in your name and for your good and for your glory. Amen.
Amen. Thank you, Jerry. Larry, would you do the honor of leading us in the Pledge of Allegiance? And you can just do it right from there. Okay? Just say, ready, begin, and we'll join you.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Okay. Thank you, Jerry, and thank you, Larry. Well, we have a very special evening tonight on our ceremonial matters. We've got 3 very important items tonight, and it's always a pleasure to have these things on our agenda. makes the meeting so much more special. So I thank all of you for attending this evening. We're going to begin, of course, as Jerry just mentioned, with our recognition of our newest centenarian, Mr. Larry Stevens, sitting right here in the front row. Let's give him a big hand. Now, not all of us will be able to say that we've turned 100 years old, but you look pretty damn good for 100 years old, I'll tell you that. Good. Well, you've been doing the right things over the years, haven't you? So, before we get Larry up here to take some photos, and we've got a presentation for him, I just want to share some information with all of you this evening to get to know Larry a little bit better. Just Jerry mentioned his service, which we'll get to in a minute, but Larry was actually born in Alhambra on July 10th, 1924. A little different area then at that time, wasn't it? You were the fourth of 5 children. Okay. Of course, Larry attended Alhambra High School, where he served as class president and captain of the high school football team. Your son sent me a great photo of you kicking the ball. Very special. At the age of 18, Larry was inducted into the United States Army Air Corps and sent to fight the war in Europe with the mighty 8th Air Force 95th Bomb Group as a tail gunner on a B-17 Flying Fortress. That's amazing. After completing his 35 missions, he re-upped to continue fighting the war. And luckily, the war ended 4 days before you were going to be deployed. So we're happy and grateful for that. Larry is a recipient of the Distinguished Flying Cross, which is our nation's highest award for extraordinary aerial achievement. This award is given for heroism while participating in an aerial flight. After his service with the United States Army Air Corps, he worked for his father's lathe and plaster business from 1945 to 1950. Larry married his wife Henrietta in 1950 and was married for 69 years. 69 years, that's amazing. And of course, he raised 5 children right here in Temple City. In 1950, he was hired by the Alhambra Fire Department. He retired as a fire captain after 31 years with the city of Alhambra. At age 89, Larry self-published a book, It Only Takes One, Memoirs of a Tail Gunner. That's awesome.
Wow.
And some of you may remember him from a few years ago, because Larry actually was one of our honorary grand marshals in our Camellia Festival, our Camellia Parade, back in 2015, I think it was, Don, right? 2015. Yeah. I remember that. You marched, or you were in the parade with several other war veterans as well. So thank you for that. So that's quite a life, and that's just a brief summary. I'm sure he could sit us down here and talk about a lot of things. Of course, we don't have room for that tonight, but we'll have to have a special meeting for that one day. How's that? So thank you, Larry. Not only for all that you've done for the city of Temple City and the big part of the city that you've remained, but for all your service. I mean, you know, the armed services, as fire captain, I mean, service is your middle name. And so, you know, we can never repay that. So thank you so much for all that you've done. So tonight, we have a special certificate of recognition for you. In recognition of the celebration of your 100th birthday, for all that you have seen, experienced, and lived through, you're truly one of our community's treasures. Happy belated birthday and many happy returns. All right? So congratulations. So if I can have council, please join us. Larry, did you want to say a few words? No, okay. Well, how about if we turn you around and you could address the audience real quick? Do you want to do that? Okay, why don't you come on up here and we'll get this. If I could have my fellow council members please join me in the front for the presentation. I don't think we have a microphone that we can let it use, do we, Jamie? Do we have a, yeah, maybe. You okay? All right. Unless we can have, yeah, if you have a microphone, we can do that. Okay, great. Look at that, already. Right here, that's perfect. All right. You can sit down if you'd like to. Yeah, of course. You want to help them, Rod? Okay. Here you go. All right, take your time. That's okay.
I can talk about my third mission, and I'll tell you, God was with us. He was with us every mission that I flew, that we flew. And on our third mission, we were flying at, just give me a second to keep my thoughts together. It's my number of years. We were, they have two ways of shooting flak at you. One is they put up an imaginary box, and if you fly through it, it's called to whom it may concern. And if they hit you, you're just unlucky. Well, and then the other way is they can trail you, and if they trail you, we were low of the low, and I called the co-pilot, and they started shooting flak in a series of 4, and it would be like here and the target over here, and they'd shoot a series of 4, reload, shoot another series of 4, and we were 2 minutes on a bomb run. So with the 2 minutes on the bomb run, I really didn't know what they did up in front of the airplane. I was the tail gunner, so I called the co-pilot and I says, Ruby, that was our co-pilot's name. Co-pilot was in touch with the crew, and the pilot was in touch with the outside other crews flying. And I called Ruby and I said, Ruby, get us off the bomb run. And like I say, it's a 2-minute bomb run. And I said, are they going to nail us? And he didn't answer back. So the second series started, and I said, Ruby, get us off the bomb run, or they're going to nail us. Still didn't answer back. And all of a sudden, I looked up, and we were down to about the last, minute, less than a minute. And I'm looking up, and it's double jeopardy. We're flying underneath. Somehow or another, we slid underneath the whole group. Bomb bay doors are open, and they're ready to drop the bombs. And I'm thinking, wow, double jeopardy. So anyways, at the last second, the pilot had given the controls over to the bombardier, and he gave them back to the pilot. And he slowed the plane down, and as he slowed the plane down, it had to be exact timing. He actually took and the pilot took the plane and he flipped it, and as he flipped it, the last 2, it was 4, 3, and then 2 and 1 went off where we were supposed to be, and when he flipped the plane, it sounded like gravel hitting the bottom of the airplane, and the co-pilot said, wow, that was meant for us, and I said, that's what I was trying to tell you.
Well, we're glad that you survived that, to be here this evening with us. So thank you. I'll go ahead and take that.
Oh, thank you.
Thank you. Okay, so we have this certificate for you. You want to hold on to it right there on your lap, and then if we can all get a picture, just right there. There you go. We're going to get a good picture of Jerry. How's that? And anybody else who wants to come up and take a picture, feel free to do so. Okay? Okay. All right, good. Thank you very much. We'll and sharing that story with us. You have a good night, okay? Be safe. Thank you.
And I'm very healthy. I walk 1 mile 4 days a week.
Does he use the walking trail at Live Oak Park? Yes. All right.
That's the key. Walk.
Well, that's something you don't see every day, is it? It's great that we have such amazing citizens in Temple City. Larry's certainly one of them, so. Okay, next we've got a very special presentation as well. We're going to recognize and provide the oath of office to our returning commissioners. You know, I'm sure all of my colleagues up here will agree that our city commissioners do an amazing amount of work for the city. We always like to say they do a lot of the heavy lifting before it actually comes to us. And that certainly can be said about the individuals we have here this evening. Tonight we have from our planning commissioners, Serge Haddad and Tom O'Leary. From our Parks and Recreation Commission, we have Crystal Haddad, Jose Tarrin, and Kathy Burrows. And from our Transportation and Public Safety Commission, we have Osama Nimri and Sunny Lowe. So with that, if we could call each of you up to the front, and I believe our city clerk has a special duty to do this evening. So if all of you want to come on up, I think we'll do it all at once, right, Peggy? Okay, so come on up and join us up here in the front, but then don't leave because we've got some special presentations for you as well.
Line up here and face the audience. And all experts, so. Raise your right hand and repeat after me. I. State your name. Do solemnly swear. That I will support. And defend. The Constitution of the United States. And the Constitution of the State of California. Against all enemies. Foreign and domestic. And that I will. Bear true faith. And allegiance. To the Constitution. Of the United States. And the Constitution. Of the State of California. That I take this obligation freely. Without any mental reservation. Or purpose of evasion. And that I will. Well and faithfully. Discharge the duties. Upon which I have entered.
All right, congratulations. Stay there. If I could ask my fellow council members to join me up here. We're going to present you with a certificate of appointment, and then we're going to first get some photos. So first, from the Planning Commission, we have Serge Haddad. Serge, congratulations. And from the Planning Commission, Mr. Tom O'Leary. I think, what is that, about the 10th one you've gotten? Yeah. From the Transportation and Public Safety Commission, Osama Nimri. Also from our Transportation and Public Safety Commission, Sunny Lowe. And of course, the commission that Councilmember Sternquist and I hold dearly in our hearts, of course, the Parks and Recreation Commission. Of course, we love them all, but we came from the Parks and Rec. But Jose Tarrin, Crystal Haddad, and a very familiar name to many of you, I'm sure. We welcome her back into the city fold, Miss Kathy Burrows. guys hold your things out front. Hide back here. All right, we'll get in between. Did you see our faces? Okay, I'll see you. All right, get between the heads there. Come on, you just. How's that doing?
Perfect. Good. Okay. I'll take you down a little bit.
No.
Sir, no, not, there you go. Okay. Great, thank you.
Good job, Mark. Well, it seems that we've gone to Centenarian, to our youngest commission, or committee. We are now set to introduce our 2024-2025 Youth Committee. As you all know, we select members of our youth in the city of Temple City to serve a one-year, or actually they serve two-year terms, but we get a new bunch pretty much every year. And tonight we have with us several of the committee members. Three of them are not here tonight because one, Krista, is in Australia. And I know Arthur and Evelyn, is Evelyn? Oh, Evelyn's here though. That's right. Evelyn did it. So we only missing Krista and Arthur? Arthur is on vacation. There are two actually returning youth committee members, so I'm sure many of you know them as well. But we do have 6 new members this year. 6 new members. So rather than me, I think, introducing each of them, what I'd like them to do to get them kind of used to what they're going to be doing during the year is have each of them come up and introduce themselves, okay? Maybe tell us a little bit about yourself, where do you go to school, whether you're a rising junior or sophomore. We all know what that means now, so you can use that term. But please, if you guys don't mind, maybe lining up over there on the side and come up to the podium one at a time, and no particular order, just whoever wants to go first. Sarah's going to go first because she's the senior. She's a senior rep. Okay.
Are we just introducing our name?
Just,
and our grade?
huh?
Our name and our
Oh,
grade.
I know you're going to talk, but let's have you introduce yourself first. Okay.
Hi, Council. I'm Sarah Kuo. I'm an incoming college freshman.
All right.
Good evening, everybody. My name is Evelyn Lamb. I'm a incoming junior at Temple City High School. I'm very excited to serve my second year on the youth committee and very excited to meet my new committee members as well and see what are things we can do this year.
My name is Rylan Chow. I'm an incoming sophomore at Temple City High School, and I'm also very excited to see what Youth Committee has to offer. It's my first year within Youth Committee, so I'm very excited to see what is in store for me.
Thank you.
Hi, my name is my name is Dylan Lamb, and I'm an incoming junior, and I'm also a first year on my youth committee, and I'm excited to serve.
Hello, my name is Jaden Yu, and I'm a rising junior this year, and I'm super excited to be on the Temple City Youth Committee this year because it's my first time, and I hope I've been with my colleagues an amazing 2 years together. And one fun fact about me is that I went to 4 different elementary schools.
Wait, you said you went to how many?
4.
Did you get kicked out of them or no? Oh, okay.
I'm a good student, okay?
Oh, okay.
We were waiting for that word rising, right?
Yeah. Yeah, we were waiting for rising. You guys threw us a loop saying incoming. But go ahead, we understood what you're saying.
My name is Sophia, and I'm going to be an incoming freshman at Temple City High School. This is my first year, and I'm excited to be part of the youth committee.
Good evening, City Council members. My name is Jessica Guo, and this year I'll be a rising freshman. This is my first year, and I am really glad for this opportunity to serve as part of the youth committee.
Sorry. Good evening. My name is Smira Sriram. I will be a rising freshman at Temple City High School, and I'm really excited to join youth committee to serve my community and help others grow. Thank you.
Thank you. Okay, I think Sarah, you and Evelyn are going to do a little presentation. Okay, so we'll turn it over to you. Go ahead.
Good evening, Council. Guess who's back? On behalf of the Youth Committee, I would like to share our plan for our upcoming year. For the upcoming Youth Committee year, our objective is to learn about the city and the services that are provided to the community. Committee members will be attending commission meetings and keeping up with city business.
In addition to learning about our local government, we also plan to reach out to outside agencies and organizations that the council serve, such as California Joint Power Insurance Authority, also known as JPIA, Foothill Transit, Mosquito Vector District, Clean Power Alliance, and the San Gabriel Valley Council of Government to learn their purpose and how their partnership promotes the city's goals. The Youth Committee will once again be visiting the Homestead Museum in December to learn about the history of the city, and will be participating in the city's special events such as Lights on TC and Camellia Festival to promote city services and the public's understanding of local government. Lastly, the Youth Committee plans to work with city staff to bring a self-guided tour feature along Las Tunas by installing QR codes that the public can scan for information about our history or specific location or objects along the city's downtown. And just as I noticed, Youth Committee meetings are now bi-monthly on the fourth Thursday of the month. Our first meeting will be on September 26th, and everyone is welcome to attend. And that concludes my update. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Perhaps we can get Councilmember Sternquist to give you a tour of mosquito abatement. Problem is, they meet at 7 o'clock in the morning now, but.
But we
they
could
have
go
breakfast.
later in the day.
They have breakfast maybe. Okay. Well, as you can see, they have a very ambitious schedule for this upcoming year, as they always do. And we're very pleased, of course, with this group. We think they're going to do some great things. And as you can tell from listening to them tonight, they're a good group of young ladies and young men. And we look forward to hearing from you in the future. So if we could have council once again join me up front, we're going to make some presentations and also take some photos. You guys can just go right there. We'll call your name. Thank you. So first we have Dylan Lamb. Dylan? There you go. And you know what, Ed? Yeah, go ahead and clap. Yeah, okay. Ed, or maybe Ed and Cindy, would you mind? There's some bags over there that we're going to also present to them. You guys can give them as well. And Jaden, you? Jaden? Jessica Guo? Rylan Chow? Smiris Sriram. Sriram? Sriram. I'll get it right this year sometime. Always. And Sophia Go. Sophia. Did we get everybody? I think we did. We get everybody? Okay, cool. All right. Oh, did I forget Evelyn? Oh. Who did I forget? I ran out of certificates. No? We're good? All right, we'll get you one. Yeah, they're continuing. That's right, they're continuing. All right, let's get it. All right, by the way, these bags are courtesy of our Parks and Recreation Director, Adam back there provided these. These are from our opening of our new Live Oak Park, which all of them are going to attend when we have the opening in January, right? All right. All right, so let's get a photo here. Everybody kind of coming closer, and Jerry will tell you whether you're holding your certificate right or not. What do you got, Jerry?
William. That's, no, Ed. Right there.
We don't want William to be confused as one of the youth committee members.
Hold your back up a little bit. There we go. Okay. Okay, here we go. Great, thank you.
Okay. Okay. Wow, that was a lot of stuff. That was all the fun stuff. That was very good. So I want to thank all the groups who attended tonight, and thank you very much again to our commissioners and our youth committee members. I just want to express to all of you how much all of us up here value what you guys do for the city. You know, we say it quite a lot, but if it weren't for individuals such as yourselves, we really could not run this city as well as it's run. I mean, you guys are a big part of it, and I want you to know that, and I want to thank you for it, and look forward to all the progress that we're going to be doing this year. So thank you so much. Okay, well, that concludes our ceremonial matters, and now we are ready to move on to public comments. City Council will now hear public comments regarding items not listed on the agenda. Procedure to address the City Council is highlighted on the first page of this agenda, and I have 2 speaker requests for them. First of all, we have one from Patricia Powell, representing the Relay for Life of Santa Anita Park. So is Patricia still here? You want to come on up? I should have seen you with your purple shirt on. There you go. All right, come on up to the podium, please. And I was reminded by our tech guys in the back room, make sure that you talk into that thing so that we can all hear you.
So
There
that
you
you, can you hear me?
Perfect.
Yeah, I'm sure. So my purple shirt says, I am from Relay for Life. My name is Patricia Powell. And my daughter, Suzanne Powell Rutherford, was here a couple of weeks ago. She handed out flyers for our relay because we want to invite everybody that's here, all of you, to our relay of Santa Anita. It's held at the racetrack, and I'm here to give an update to the date on that flyer, so I did hand her some new flyers. The racetrack is redoing the interior. We're in the inside in the infield there. We do our relay there. We have a walking track inside, and they have changed it because of their construction to the date of September 7th and 8th.
So those are new dates then?
So 7th and 8th
Okay.
is when we will have our
Okay.
relay now. So I wanted to let everybody know, and again, I'm inviting everybody to join us. I was sad to see that the relay of Temple City is no longer happening, no longer functioning. We have invited everyone from that relay to join us. As we have Monrovia Duarte, we're trying to bring everybody in and together. Hopefully, we keep trying anyway, to grow ours. And because it is a place, everyone was there for a purpose and a reason to their relays. And since theirs have folded, we'd like them to join us.
Okay.
So thank you.
Well, thank you for coming and letting us know about the change, and good luck with the event. I know that it's going to be very well attended, and hopefully Temple City is maybe on a short hiatus, and maybe we can get that back again.
And that's what I'm hoping. And we did invite the teams, and we invited the captains.
Yeah, and I know a lot of people have already said they've signed up, so that's good.
To come to ours. And then if you get yours going again, you know, then to establish the one here in Temple City.
We'll have you come to ours.
Because your Temple City was
How's that?
wonderful.
Thank you.
Yes.
Well, thank you very much for coming.
Thank you.
All right. Okay, next we will have Dan Rendant, I believe. Rendant, is that correct? Sir. Why don't you come on up?
Hi, I want to thank Larry, our World War II veteran, for coming. If you know any history about World War II, tail gunners was one of the most dangerous, life-threatening things you could do during the war. Most of the tail gunners didn't make it back from the European theater, so we were very blessed to have Larry here with us today and for 100 years. I just wanted to say that.
Thank you.
My topic, we lost our cell phone tower at Temple City High School. We went to the ceremony a couple weeks before construction started. They assured us the cell phone tower was not going to go away. It took a little tiny space with a support building. A week later, it was gone. Went from 5 bars to 2 bars on my cell phone, and everything else that uses that cell tower for pings and everything else has been affected. School district is no comment, and I called the city hall, and they said, call the school district. And that's where we are now, wondering why there was not a temporary tower put up, which companies do quite often when there's reconstruction or movement. There are temporary towers that can be put up. It was not done. We were not notified per the Public Utilities Commission that the cell tower was going to disappear, and got zero notification from the school, except when Kathy Perini was the superintendent. The school doesn't communicate with the neighbors. And I just would want to throw that out there. If anybody has any ideas or comments or suggestions on what we should do at this point. High school starts in a week, and the students are going to be very surprised that their cell phones aren't going to work very well.
I heard they were taking all the cell phones away from the students.
They can use them in between classes.
I'm just kidding,
Yeah.
guys. Don't worry about it.
Yeah, in between classes they're going to use them. The teachers are pretty good, I think, about not letting them in the classroom.
Well, Dan, I appreciate you bringing that item to us. Unfortunately, since this is not an agendized item, there's not really much that we can discuss about it. But I know our city manager has heard your comments, and we'll see what we can do about getting you some information as to what is going on there regarding the cell tower. It was my understanding that if they were going to not have it there, that they were going to replace it. But I don't know. It just seems in the back of my head. But obviously, they're the ones to answer that question, unfortunately, not us. But we appreciate you coming, and what we could do is we can see what we can find out and then let you know. if that's
Okay, thank you
with
very much. I appreciate it. We went through a lot of work in 2012 to get that tower up, so hopefully we'll have a solution. But I thank you for your time, and thank you again for
Mayor,
inviting
I
me.
just had
go
one
ahead.
quick question.
Yes, sir.
What cell phone tower is that? What company does it belong to? AT&T, T-Mobile?
Well,
do you
I
know?
forgot now. That
Okay.
was-
Single tower, okay, got it.
Okay.
Thank you.
Yeah, I think it was the one on the
My service is so
football
bad.
field, I think.
Yeah, it was right on the corner of the
right
football
down.
field, had a little support building, took very little space, very small footprint.
Okay, well, we'll see what we can find out. I'll
Okay.
ask our city manager to contact you and see what information we can get.
Okay, thank you very
Okay,
much. I
well,
appreciate your time.
Thank you for your time. Thank you. Okay, anybody else like to speak, public comments? If not, I will close public comments. We will now move on to item 7, our consent calendar. All consent calendar items may be approved in a single motion as recommended unless removed for further discussion. Does anybody wish to remove an item? If not, I will entertain a motion. Looking at each
Mr.
other.
Mayor,
Yes.
I move to approve the consent calendar items.
Thank you. We have a second?
Second.
Okay, we have a motion and a second. Madam Clerk, if we could have roll call, please?
Yes, Mayor. Councilmember Chen?
Yes.
Councilmember Mann?
Yes.
Councilmember Sternquist?
Yes.
Mayor Pro Tem Yu?
Yes.
Mayor Chavez?
Yes. Okay, we'll now move on to item number 8, public hearing. There is none. Unfinished business, there is none. New business, there is none. Well, we're getting an easy night tonight. And we will then move on to our update from our Mr. City Manager, Brian Cook.
Thank you, Mayor Chavez and members of the council. Just a couple quick things. On your consent calendar tonight, you did approve item, 7D, which was an extension of our current agreement with our dial-a-ride provider. Our dial-a-ride service has essentially grown 30% each year since the beginning of the pandemic. So we provide up till the mid part of July, 10,000 rides to individuals who are in need of rides for special needs, for those who are senior citizens who need rides to medical appointments. So that service not only rebounded after the pandemic, but grew to its highest number of rides ever in the history of the program. So we're proud to have that service that's funded through our Metro Prop C funds, not through our city's general fund, but through the Metro Prop C funds, and a service that's providing to a lot of residents throughout the community, those with special needs and those who are of age where they can't drive anymore and they can get to their medical appointments. So we're very excited about that. So thank you for approving that tonight.
Just a real quick question on that raises a question in my mind anyway. Is that something that we need to perhaps take a look at in the future as far as expanding the services because of the numbers? Or are we able to handle those numbers?
Right now, it seems as though what we're able to provide and the demand that's there is working, but the Parks and Recreation Commission on a yearly basis has a review of the program. And with this new contract and the service provider working with our staff can evaluate that and see if there's some needs that can be accommodated. But with this new program as well, and this what you just passed tonight, the provider, Southland Transit, will be providing some new vehicles as well as part of the contract. So we'll see. We'll see how things go throughout the year, and we'll be happy to come back to you and to the commission with any other proposed adjustments in the future.
I know Councilmember Sternquist and I always look forward to that meeting, the dial-a-ride meeting.
Dial-a-ride.
It was a good discussion, and of
Happy
course, we
to
could always
hear.
count on Mary Kakeko to speak up on that issue too. You know, God bless her soul. So, okay, all right, thank you. Anything else?
Just tomorrow night is National Night Out, 6 p.m. right out here at Temple City Park. Please can enjoy our new playground, enjoy one of our final concerts in the park as well. And then, even though I have a meeting before then on September 7th and 8th, our partner, World Journal, will be coming back for a High Autumn Festival for 2 nights with a lot of fun activities, locally based entertainment, and a lot of great food. So we'll talk more about that coming soon.
And don't forget hot dogs tomorrow night.
It's hot dogs tomorrow night. And lastly, in the audience, I'd like to introduce to the council's met, but for the community, our new public safety supervisor, and is Jose Amaya. So Jose, welcome.
Come on up, Jose. Come on up so everybody can see you.
Jose comes to us with 21 years of experience with the City of La Mirada's public safety division. He was both a public safety educator, dispatcher on the civilian side, and many years just working the field as a public safety personnel. So has a lot of experience with the contract model as well, which is very valuable to us. So I'll have Jose just say a couple words.
Thank you, Mr. City Manager, Mr. Mayor, Council. I just want to say how grateful I am for this opportunity. I'm really excited to join the Temple City team, to work for the community, to work alongside the various departments, the Sheriff's Department, and really hope to just build upon everything that Temple City has and just want to grow within the department, within this organization. Thank you so much. I really appreciate being here.
Well, thank you, and I know you've jumped in feet first and have attended at least 2 neighborhood watches already so far. And
one so far.
Was it one? I thought it was 2.
So one so far. We got another one coming up next week.
We got another one coming up soon. Yes.
So.
All right.
Yes,
well, thank you so much.
Thank you.
Councilmember Sternquist, did you have something to add?
No, I just wanted to say welcome.
Oh.
That's all.
Thank you. Welcome.
I wasn't able to meet him at the sheriff's.
Oh, that's right. Yeah.
Yeah, the little thing called COVID.
Yeah, a little thing. Right. Still around. Well, thank you very much. It's a pleasure to have you here, and look forward to working with you for many years. Thank you.
Welcome.
Welcome. All right. Good. All right. Does that conclude your report, Mr.
Yes,
City
sir.
Manager? So then we will have our update from our city attorney, Mr. Greg Murphy.
Thank you, Mr. Mayor. Just briefly tonight, at the end of last week, the California Department of Housing and Community Development released a new set of regulations interpreting and carrying out the Surplus Land Act. As the city has the former chamber site and a couple other small sites, we'll be reviewing those regulations and working with the city manager's office to help tailor any advice we have to you on disposition in the future. Thank you very much.
Thank you. Okay. All right, we'll now move on to council reports regarding any ad hoc or standing committee meetings. Do we have any reports? I don't think we do this time around, do we? Nope.
No, Mayor.
It's been pretty quiet during the summer. All right, thank you for that. We all now move on to item 14, council items separate from the city manager's regular agenda, and I'll start to my left. Councilmember Chen, do you have anything that you would like to add at this time?
Thank you, Mr. Mayor. I have nothing to report.
All right. No report on how your son's doing in the playoffs or anything? No?
Well, Mr. Mayor, with your, I know I've discussed with you, with your role as the District 18, I know it's incredible that you still keep up with your volunteerism in the baseball world.
Yeah.
My son was fortunate to be a part of the Temple City National Little League's 8 to 10 All-Star team. They not only took the District 18 championship this year, representing Temple City, but they went on to sectionals. It was a very intense few days as we try to battle it through, see if we could get to the state level, which I think Little League International is about to. It's about to be televised. Little League World Series. That's where it culminates in Williamsport. So we kind of fell short at the sectionals level, but I think the parents were great. The kids, really battled it hard. But the community, I want to thank the community, the baseball community that really showed up at Live Oak Park where our tournaments were held, and also they went all the way to Laverne to cheer this Temple City team on. So it was really incredible to see the community coming together. So I didn't want to say too much about it.
No,
but
that's okay.
thank you.
I asked you to. So I think we're going to have them here to a meeting, aren't we going to, before they all disperse somewhere, or? Maybe you
Yes.
can arrange to have that, and we'll acknowledge them. How's that?
Absolutely, Mr. Mayor.
All right, sounds good. All right, next we will go to Councilmember Mann.
Thank you, Mayor Chavez.
You're welcome.
So speaking of Live Oak Park, we had our groundbreaking ceremony this past weekend, which was an exciting event. And a big shout out, of course, to our amazing Parks and Rec staff who helped put that together. I know we've talked about the playground equipment at Live Oak Park, and so I'm just glad to see that we're going to start construction hopefully soon. And actually, we have one of the shovels here, right? From Councilmember Sternquist. So, there we go.
This is our second shovel.
Yeah, our second
So
shovel.
Primrose Park was the first one, this is our second, and maybe down the road, who knows, maybe we'll get a third.
And so it's for us looking back. I mean, since Councilmember Sternquist mentioned Primrose Park, that was 2 years ago. So I think the silver what I said at the groundbreaking ceremony was sometimes we forget that there is a silver lining to a lot of the different crises we encounter, and what emerged from COVID was money in the form of the American Rescue Plan, and that was a boon for the city. I mean, without that, we wouldn't be able to do a lot of the initiatives that we as a council have decided to embark on. And for me, this is really exciting because, we're bringing back the rocket for those who know what it is. And for me, at least, with two young boys, it's an opportunity to kind of share with them what's the significance of that. We talked about Temple City's history. That one symbol alone is a way to kind of bridge the different generations, have a shared kind of common meaning and identity to what it means to live and grow up in Temple City. So very excited for that, in hope that we'll get some progress updates as construction moves forward. So that's all I have, Mayor.
Okay, thank you very much. Councilmember Sternquist.
Just a fun note, I had the ability to travel recently to Austria, Hungary, and Germany, and left a little bit of Temple City in each one of their city halls, except for in Hungary, it's actually a parliament building that is, I've never seen anything so big in my entire life. But finally found someplace in the parliament building that referred me where I could take it and just leave. I left our city pin in each one of those. But they didn't have one to exchange, but they did let me come back with COVID. So I got something, but I think it was on the plane back home. But I have to say, one of the fun things for me, I'm sure like Tom, when you went to Hawkesbury, is to go to see their city halls and just see how government operates in other places in the world. And it's such a proud feeling being able to go in and think, I do this, but for my own community back in Little Temple City, California. So I just wanted to share that they all have a pin. Where they land up, I don't know, but there's one in each of those countries.
Well, thank you for sharing that, and we're glad you got back safely.
Thank you.
And
Thank you.
healthy.
Healthy, pretty
You're
healthy.
okay.
I'm
All
okay.
right. Thank you. Mayor Pro Tem, you.
Thank you, Mr. Mayor. First of all, I just want to acknowledge our youth committee members, and thank you for taking interest in local government. And obviously, I want to thank our commissioners for their service. And just to the mayor's point, we cannot do our job without you. So obviously, we want to welcome our new public safety supervisor. You know, just want to also piggyback on what Councilmember Mann had said regarding the Live Oak Park. And I think, you know, it wasn't all that long ago with the COVID and everything seems to be shutting down, but the city has emerged as strong financially. And I just want to echo what he said. And then the city has not been sitting on hands. We've been planning a lot of good things. I think, you know, we saw the park renovation outside here in Temple City Park. We're doing a Live Oak Park renovation. Obviously, during the pandemic, we built the Primrose Park. And I just want to say more to come. You see a lot of renovations on Las Tunas. So just want everybody to know that the city's been really fiscally responsible. We want to take advantage of the monies that were available during the pandemic. In addition to the American Rescue Fund, we also got the Coronavirus Relief Fund as well. And the city is strong. We're doing well. We're planning for improving the quality of life in the city. So,
Thank you.
thank you, Mayor.
No, perfectly said. You know, it's kind of an exciting time in Temple City if you think about it. There's a lot of stuff going on. Not only in addition to our new parks, our new playgrounds. Last Saturday's event, the groundbreaking was you know, well attended. It's just another part of that park that is just going to be kind of a showcase for the whole area. I think right now we're scheduled to open that park sometime after the first of the year, and we're really looking forward to that. One of you youth committee members, reach in your bag if you don't mind, pull out the spaceship if you have it in there. That's the spaceship, okay? And that's the big deal right now. It's like some of you old timers like myself remember the old spaceship at Live Oak Park. Well, that's laying on its side in the city yard, never to come back. But if you've seen the photos that we're going to be doing with Live Oak Park, we are bringing the spaceship back in a much newer and greater form, and it's going to be very exciting. And we'll have to give Mr. Lindsay a call and see if he can be in attendance, our Temple City resident astronaut. That
Tom,
would be
do
a
we
good
know
thing.
how long the old spaceship was there? How many years?
I don't know. If Kathy was here, we could ask her.
Adam,
but,
do you know? No.
It was there a long time. I know that. It lasted quite a bit through a lot of different things. So, but you know, that's again, as my fellow council members have pointed out, that's not the only thing happening in Temple City. If you've driven down Las Tunas, you may have noticed that some of the street poles are starting to get painted.
Yay.
It's going to be exciting. They're going to be a nice, shiny black color, and we're going to be adding our benches and our new planters. It's going to be very, very nice. And so a lot of the things that are happening right now in Temple City. Personally, I had the opportunity a couple of weeks ago on Sunday to attend a farmer's market here in the park. I had sort of a meet and greet. They set up a nice easy up for me, and we had some giveaways and some appetizers. We had some water, and got a chance to talk with people in the community once they realized who I was and why I was there. But I did see a lot of people that I knew, but I saw a lot of new people too. And I want to thank Brian Cook, our city manager, for hanging out with me, and of course all the work that staff put in to get that ready. I believe I spoke to, what do we say, 25 different people actually, and that's not counting the kids that they had with them. But a lot of them came up with questions, but also a lot of compliments of what's going on in Temple City. A lot of the things that we've talked about, a lot of them came up to thank us, to thank me and the council for all that we've been doing. And so that that meant a lot, I think, and I just wanted to share that with all of you, that it is appreciated out there. So it was a good little event, and hopefully we'll be doing it again soon. Just one last bit. I was reelected to the California JPIA Executive Committee for another 2 years. We served 2-year terms, and was reelected to that board, so I look forward to serving another 2 years. And Youth Committee is thankful for that, because now I get to take them on a tour. So we'll be doing that sometime in the future. It's as many of you know, the campus is in La Palma, and you were going to go this year, but you were on your vacation.
I was on vacation.
But I got a chance to meet
John
John Curtis, very
Public safety.
yeah, very nice man. He was very thankful to be part of the organization, and look forward to seeing him and you at the future events, of course.
He was the police chief in Covina,
Yeah.
right? Yes.
Yeah, big guy. His hand like swallowed my hand. It was like, just a big man, but nice man. So anyway, so a lot of good things happening in Temple City. We appreciate all that you guys are doing, and appreciate, of course, my colleagues up here on the dais for everything that they do as well. And it's been a very busy summer as well. So looking forward to an even busier, if you can believe it, fall. So we'll get going on that. All right, so with that, we will now move on to our last item, additional public comments not listed on the agenda. Does anybody in the audience wish to speak at this time? Jerry, you're okay? All right, you're ready for tomorrow. Jerry's been very busy, obviously, the last couple of weeks with all the events that we have going on. And of course, we have the big one tomorrow as well. So, okay, with that, we are adjourned. Thank you very much, and have a great evening.